The director, Martin Campbell, and I had just made a film called No Escape. On the strength of that film, Martin was offered GoldenEye, and he rang me up and he said, it's a good offer, what do you think, you know? And I said, yeah, I said, but as long as we don't have to make it look like the previous two, which I didn't think photographically had any style to them, were just a bit too prosaic, a bit too staid. He said, let me talk to the producers, so he did, and they came back and he said, they're happy for us to do our own thing. So I said, well, that's a good start. So then we decided, what should it look like? So then we looked at all the 17 other Bond films there were on VHS. Not all the way through, but just some things. And we picked out stuff that we thought was relevant and the way things should look. We didn't actually talk about lighting. When I work with Martin, he tends to let me do that side of it. You know, I might say, do you see this as that or that? If I've got an option in my head, and then he might decide one or the other. But usually he would leave it to me as how I, worked it. And we would look at all these films and we decided the fight from Russia with Love in the train was the better way of doing fights, which is much more realistic and close combat. We found that appreciation of fast cars was necessary, so we got the Aston Martin back. We thought that he should at some point appear in black tie because he's a man of culture. So that was all written into it.
The name's Bond. James Bond.
This has got nothing to do with the photography, I have to tell you, but we also felt that he shouldn't be quite so misogynistic in his behaviour. We should calm down on the pulling the women side of it and make it more action orientated. So that's how we went into it. Aston Martin weren't very keen on it at the beginning. We got the old car out, but when it came time to have a new car, they weren't keen at all to get involved.
First, your new car.
It ended up going to
BMW. Agile 5 forward gears, all points radar.
By the time Casino Royale came around, they realised that they'd made a mistake, and we got the DB back for Casino Royale. And Casino Royale is a different kettle of fish because it's based on the first book in the series. So there is a certain amount of the book in the script. But certainly some of the later Bonds, they just took the titles and wrote their own scripts. So what they tended to do was find locations that they'd like to feature and then write a story that would be able to use that location. Like in GoldenEye, the aerial at Arecibo, that big aerial thing. I mean, they'd found that about 2 or 3 years previously and decided it'd be great to work that into something. And that's how that came about.